What's good, YouTube? Back with another video today. Reacting to JAMARI, the David situation is disturbing. Now, if you don't know, there's been some shit going around with this artist named David. Apparently, he's been messing with a quinceañera-year-old. I don't know if I can say the age on here. He'd been messing with a 15-year-old. All right, if that makes sense. But apparently that girl, she ended up, being deceased and found in his car. So everything has been, spiraling out of control, and it's been a crazy. But if you haven't heard about any of the situation, please do your research on this. Just type in type in D4VD on Google, and everything will pop up, and you'll see all the information. But view that at your own time, at your own risk. Now, some of the information in that might be a little alarming and disturbing, but I'm not going to take too much of your time. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow me at IG @LilJJ.ENT up above. Also, I just dropped a song today called Lord Save Me, so make sure I go tap in with that. But without further ado, let's get into the reaction, man. And like always, let's get straight into it, man. Come on. I'm going to try not to pause. It's a 9-minute video.
So there is a music artist out there named...
My bad. I don't know why I cannot hear shit. Hold on, y'all. Niggas having technical difficulties. Alright, we good. Come on. My bad.
David, born March 28, 2005, and raised in Houston, Texas. His come-up story is actually pretty insane. The guy was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018, he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
So basically, I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021. I became a YouTuber. I was playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games. To try to become like the biggest next thing streamer, 𝙵𝚕𝚜𝚝 everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say 2 people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was put one song in.
Put a song in the video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for using the music. And so David breaks down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music editing software. He posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has, what, 94 million streams?
Damn!
That's the second song I ever made.
I fucking wish.
And I tagged it on Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in a video. That was the title. And, bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like, the Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. It's crazy. Cause it was
crazy as fuck.
Because nobody's getting copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for doing this because he actually sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and 𝙵𝚘𝚘𝚘 were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
I got 500,000 followers off that, bro. But then literally 2 TikToks later was the Romantic Homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
Is that I'm about to start doing that shit, bro. Is that the wave? Or is it patched? I don't know. I might tap in.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait,
like,
so you made this one as Alvin still?
Dude, yeah.
Let me hear.
Still, same thing. Everything is crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
Alright, my bad. I hate to keep pausing, but have any of y'all actually heard of him or listened to his music? I never heard of him until the situation occurred. And I hate that that's a black man, bro. Like a black male who going through these allegations. I'm not gonna lie, niggas are saying he cooked right now. This nigga is deep fried, so I don't know, bro. But hey, it's all alleged right now, all allegedly.
Most people, they go into a studio, they have a professional microphone, they have like a mixing board, there's a person who makes the beat, there's a whole thing. He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician. I mean, I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kinda in a different way for his blow up.
It hit 78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album, Withered, was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 200.
Oh, this nigga got
and
motion.
overall, he was really on the brink of becoming a more mainstream artist, not just popular on the internet. He would even go on tour last year, opening up for SZA, and the guy was currently headlining his own tour.
You feel me? We're in the mini arena, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels. We done upgraded, you feel me? Last time I was here was with SZA. Now we headlining it. Let's go crazy, and go stupid, and go dumb. You feel me? Yeah.
Bro, this is lit. This is some shit I want in my life, bro. I don't even take music seriously, bro, but like, if I could have this in one day in my life, I'd cry. Just have that much support, bro, from people who don't even know you. It's crazy.
So clearly David had some die-hard fans of his music. He was relatively young and at the beginning of a very popular career. But now it looks like he has potentially thrown all of that away, and even potentially his own life, as his story has taken a very dark turn. It really all started when a Tesla was impounded in a Los Angeles tow yard. The car was brought in from Hollywood Hills after people reported abandoned since the beginning of the summer, which was right around the time that David began his tour. Obviously, it's been hot outside and a rancid smell started to come from the back of the car, and the people who work at the impound lot noticed this, and really without a better way to say it, inside the trunk contained the human remains of a 15-year-old girl who had been missing since last summer 2020.
RP to her, bro. That shit is so sad, bro.
Named Celeste Rivas. Understand that she had already run away from home multiple times, but this was the occasion where she was not seen again and her family wanted answers. And this is where David comes into the picture, as the Tesla was registered under his name.
Using human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
Now listen to what they said there about the tattoo, because it's actually really important.
She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
I want you to take a wild guess who else has a matching tattoo on his hand. That's right, that man David. They both reportedly have the very same tattoo that just reads, "Shh." And apparently that's how they were able to identify her, was through this tattoo. Like I said, her body was dismembered. And just listen to what her mother, who did publicly release her identity, had to say.
You know, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter...
This nigga cook chat. It's not even funny, bro. RP to her, bro. This shit is so sickening, bro. Cause like I think about like this type of shit, bro. I think about my baby cousins, bro. And like, if y'all know me, y'all know like my baby cousin Sky, she's my everything. And like my nephew, he my everything, bro. So like I can't imagine anything happening to my my little babies, bro. That shit is sickening.
Daughter had a tattoo with the letters "shh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So obviously this looks like a really bad situation for David right now, as it allegedly appears that he might have been having a relationship with someone underage, and then potentially he ended her life and stuffed her in the back of his car, leaving her there to rot.
So what inspired the hook, "In the Back of My Mind You Died," is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
And keep in mind, guys, if these allegations have any truth, that means she was more like 13 to 14 years old when she went missing. To make matters even worse, when you look into his music, he's made a music video where he puts a body into the trunk of his car.
Ah, bro. For his sake, bro, I hope this is not true, but if he had anything like, you know, any relations or he had touched his girl, he deserves the worst. But bro, this shit is sickening, bro. And he was arrested. He was arrested today, I believe so, in LA.
There is other imagery and videos where a girl who looks like her disappears as he grieves the end of their love. Apparently, David was creating a funeral atmosphere at his shows with actual caskets. And he also name-dropped this girl Celeste allegedly on a now leaked song that was allegedly written back in December of 2023. Now, when the car was initially discovered and linked to him and they found the body in the trunk, this guy just kept on touring like nothing happened. But more recently, it has been reported that he is working with the police and in turn has had to cancel several of his tour dates.
As last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting to hear more from them.
I mean, how this guy could not be a person of interest, I do not know. Like, if there had to be at least one person of interest in this situation, it would be him. Some people are even speculating that the two showed up on an IRL stream together, but that is yet to be confirmed. I've seen alleged messages from her brother. People are claiming that she was in the back of a picture that David took on Discord in 2023. Others are claiming there are pictures of him paying people off who might have information. But of course, at this time, this is all merely speculation.
Exactly.
It's also important to note that there will be a lot of people online trying to like piece together the information that are not going to be getting things 100% right. So you should take everything with a grain of salt, but I will say right now it's not looking good for this guy at all. Also, if you look at footage from his shows, most of his fans do appear to be younger teenagers.
No! That's the dude from Fortnite, bro!
And honestly, if the guy did do it, I just don't understand how he could be so dumb to just allegedly leave this car out there for months. Like, even if we assume there was foul play from some sort of outside party here, like, how could you just not care about your car? I don't know,
Exactly.
The situation is one of the weirder ones we've probably ever seen. I'm sure we will get a lot of answers here in the coming days. I don't know if this is just like police protocol to not make him a person of interest, but I also find that kind of strange. Maybe one of you can explain that to us down below in the comments.
That shit is crazy, bro.
I will continue to keep you updated on the situation. Y'all let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, but I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy JAMARI, and some insane situations out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
Shout out to JAMARI, bro. W video. But that shit is insane, I ain't gonna lie. Prayers to that girl and her family, bro. I'm sorry for the, you know, losing your loved one. I know how that is, man. But sending blessings y'all way. But hey, I'm finna get up out of here, man. The situation is crazy. I'm gonna try to end up on a higher note. I'm finna drop another video right after this, so make sure y'all tap in. But like always, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on IG, LoJT. I love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed.